Hello and welcome to today's webinar. Our topic for this webinar is how to start your data career and earn big with little or no experience. How to start your data career and earn big with little or no experience. First of all, I would like you to meet me. My name is Stella Justin. I'm a first class graduate of education economics from the prestigious University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I'm an experienced and certified data professional. I'm the co-founder and lead instructor at Kedros Academy. I'm a very patient and passionate educator, an adorable wife, and mother of two. I would like you to connect with me via my social media handles on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. My name is Stella Justin or Stella Justin Tochuku on Facebook. Feel free to connect with me. I would love to connect with you. Okay, so what are we going to cover in today's webinar? Let's look at some of the things we'll be covering in this webinar. First of all, we'll look at the most recent changes in our world today. Then we'll look at the most effective ways that you can adapt to these changes. We'll also consider what data analysis and what data science entails. We'll look at the differences between data analysis and data science. We'll see why you should start a data-related career. We'll also consider what opportunities are available for you, how you can start making money or earning from the skill right away, and the steps you need to get started. So, stay with me. All right, so what are the most recent changes in our world today? You can agree with me that since the COVID-19 pandemic, people have been working remotely. So the work from home or the remote work idea started during the pandemic. And after the pandemic, so many businesses or companies from across the globe have seen that working remotely, makes their staff or their workers more productive, and maybe they were able to achieve more of their objectives working remotely. So remote work has come to stay. So we are in this era where people stay back in their home, work from home, work on their laptops, legit work, not scam, not Yahoo, legit legal work. That is the era that we are in. We are also in this era of rapid digital transformation of businesses. So, because of the rapid digital transformation that is going on in our world today, businesses are trying to keep up with the changes, right? So that they will not stay out of business, they will not be kicked out by technology. Of course, we know in the nearest future, a lot of people will be losing their jobs to robots, to technologies, right? The same thing with businesses. Businesses that do not evolve with the change that is going on would most likely go extinct. So businesses are trying as much as possible to catch up with the pace of digital transformation. And this has led to a lot of businesses adopting strategies, rebranding, building softwares, applications, and whatever they need to stay competitive. Okay? And one of the most important things to note today is that businesses in all industries now need data to survive. So, data is not just the new oil, data is the essential oil, it is the lifeblood of every business. So, for businesses to be able to take actionable insight, to take actionable steps based on the insights that are gotten from their data, they need to be able to collect data, clean, process data, and make sense of that data so that they can make the most of their business decisions. We also have a surge in data production today. As of 2021, over 2.5 quintillion bytes of data are generated on a daily basis. And this is possible because Both you and I are all involved in this data production process. For every single time you log on to the internet, for every single time you click on a link, for every single time you open your social media account, for every single time you create content, you comment on posts, you visit a website, and all that, you're creating data, you're producing data. So every single one of us generates a lot of data on a daily basis, and this has led to surge in data production. And of course, we know that it's on the increase. And as this surge is increasing in data production, it means that more professionals now are needed by businesses to be able to make sense of this surge in their data. So we're also at the advent of AI, artificial intelligence, right? AI has come to stay. In the past 1 year, there's a whole lot of rapid changes in our world, a lot of thousands of AI softwares out there for different things, for different industries, for different purposes. Um, and it has actually come to stay. But the most important thing I would like you to understand is that AI is fueled by data. Without data, there is no artificial intelligence, because you need data to be able to train your machine to be able to generate intelligence from data, and be able to use that for different AI softwares. Okay, so we are in this advent of AI, and data is fueling AI, which makes it very, very important. So, what are the most effective ways of adapting to these changes? This is the second thing we'll be considering. The second point on our agenda is the most effective ways of adapting to the changes. So, first of all, you need to be mentally prepared. Okay, the first step for adapting to the changes in our world today is mental preparation. And how do you prepare yourself mentally? Number one is by adopting a new mindset. You need to have what we call a growth mindset, a mindset that does not see change as an obstacle, a mindset that does not believe that it's difficult for you to learn new things. You need to believe in yourself that, hey, you have what it takes to learn, you have what it takes to change, to adapt to the change that is going on with us, with the world. You have what it takes to not be left behind. Nobody is going to take your job away from you. You're evolving with the way the industry is evolving. You need to speak to yourself. You need to realize that change is constant. It's a very constant phenomenon, and you have to embrace this phenomenon so that you would not be left out. Okay, you need to also understand that earning in dollars or in any foreign currency at all is not for some specific kind of people. We believe that someone has to be a genius, or someone has to be one of the top 10 or top 20 in their field to be earning in dollars and all of that, or earning in foreign currencies, as the case may be. I would like to debunk that today and tell you that it is not that way, right? Every single person has what it takes. In fact, with your pre-existing skills to earn in foreign currency, especially with the advent of remote work, where you can work from where you are, you can offer your services, or or you can even get employed, with a global company or a global business that is just not domiciled in your local environment. So you have what it takes. And if you think you don't have what it takes, if you think you need to learn a global in demand skill that will make you prepared, stay with me. I would show you how to go about it. Okay. And the third thing you need in the aspect of your mental preparation is willingness to learn. You need to be willingness to learn. You need to have the willingness to learn. Okay. In this era, the amount you can earn is is directly proportional to the amount of learning that you have. So the more you learn, the more you earn. So if you're willing to earn more, you must be willing to learn more. Okay, so we now have the technical preparation aspect. In the technical preparation aspect, you need the tool. One of the number one tool that you need for your technical preparation, for your practicals in learning in this new in this evolving economy is a laptop. You need a computer. You need access to your own personal computer. It is not the era, we are no more in the era where you say, okay, my friend has, I will borrow, my sister has, and all of that. You need to invest, save up if you don't have, and invest in a very good laptop for yourself. Your laptop can be your office, it can be your shop, it can be, it is what you need. Even if you borrow a laptop to learn, for instance, you need one to be working. So it's more or less your essential equipment as of today. So please, in case if you're watching this webinar and you don't have a laptop or a computer that you can use both for learning and for earning, you need it to learn and to earn, okay? Because your clients will give you project that you will need your laptop to execute. You cannot execute most of those technical projects with your smartphone. Please and please invest in getting a laptop. Also, you need access to the internet. Okay, you need access to the internet. You need to be constantly connected to the internet. Make sure that you have subscription budget for subscription on a monthly basis, both for learning and for earning. All right, so that is it for you adapting to change. Now let's look at what data analysis and data science entails, which is the third point in our agenda. What is data analysis and what is data science? We cannot talk about data science, data analysis, or data anything without first considering the meaning of data. Okay, what is the meaning of data? I would like you to note that data refers to raw facts, statistics, or information that is collected, stored, or processed for various purposes. So, there are lots of raw facts out there. There are lots of statistics out there. There are lots of information out there that needs to be collected, stored, and processed for various purposes. For instance, if you're somebody that works out and you have a smartphone, your smartphone, you have a smart watch rather. Your smart watch is able to track the number of steps you take, the number of calories you burn, the distance you run, and all of that. Those are raw facts that, if collected over time, let's say you intentionally collect this data for 1 month, you can analyze it and get a pattern for your fitness and know how you can plan your fitness routine and what works and what doesn't work. That is an example of data. That's an example of raw fact, okay, that can be processed for various purposes. So data can take many forms. It could include numbers, it could be text like letters, words. It may include images also, pictures, um, videos, and many more. So data can take any format at all, depending on the kind of raw fact that is generated. So technically, data can be regarded as the building block of factual information that can be used for reasoning, for discussion, for calculation, for decision making. Okay, so that is basically what data is all about, the building block of factual information. So, what is the importance of businesses collecting data? Why should businesses collect data? What is the importance? First of all, data can be collected from various sources for businesses. So, businesses can get data from social media, from customer surveys, like giving out questionnaires, for customers to feed in, to fill in, from mobile applications. We have a lot of mobile apps on our phone, on our devices, for different companies, for different businesses, our bank apps, our savings apps, lots of apps, workout apps, a lot of apps are out there, right? Data can be collected from these applications. They were built with a backend database for collecting different types of data. So this data that businesses collect from different sources can be analyzed to find patterns and trends that can help businesses make smarter decisions. Okay, so when this data have been generated from different sources, or from whether from physical or virtual storage devices, right? And once this data has been generated, they can be analyzed, and patterns, trends can be identified that the business can use to make decision. Okay, so data is actually a very powerful asset in the hands of any business. As of today, no business can survive without data. In the next decade, no business can survive without data. So businesses use data to improve their decision making. They use data to improve or boost their revenues. They use data to accomplish their growth objectives. All right. Now let's look at the meaning of data analytics. We've been able to establish what data means and why data collection is important. The next thing we'll be looking at is the meaning of data and data science. So data analytics is the process of evaluating data sets in order to detect trends and develop conclusions about the information they contain. So you have a large amount of data set. Like I used an example with your smartwatch, collecting data, tracking your exercise routine, and getting valuable raw facts or data points from your daily exercise, your daily routine, right? So if you're able to keep a record of your um from your smartwatch, maybe for a period of time, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, decade, whatever, no matter how long it is, right? When this data is evaluated, you should be able to detect a trend. You should be able to know probably the time of the day that works best, that you're able to burn more calories. You should be able to tell the particular type of exercise, you know, that is more effective for your fitness. Okay, you should be able to know the average time it takes you to complete a particular routine, exercise routine. Okay, the average time it takes you to be able to, so that you know how much time you should budget for maybe training in subsequent period of time and all of that. So evaluating that data set helps you to detect trends and develop conclusions about information. Now, let's look at data science. Data science is the application of tools, processes, and techniques towards compiling, preparing, and examining large data sets, and then using programming, statistics, machine learning, and algorithms to design and build new data models. I know there are a lot of buzzwords here. You're hearing words like programming, statistics, machine learning, algorithms, and all of that. But data science, in simple terms, right, means being able to use a lot of statistical and mathematical techniques, okay, to be able to make sense of data also, and most likely predict the future. So data science is a bit more technical than data analytics. You can start up with data analysis without even prior statistical experience, but for data science, it requires a lot of techniques. It requires programming, it requires statistics, it requires knowledge of algorithms and modeling um, to be able to algorithms to be able to design new data models. Okay, so now what are the differences between this data analysis and data science? Like I've been able to state that of course data um, analytics is a bit less complex than data science, right? But then let's look at the two of them more holistically. Now, data analytics tend to focus more on analyzing past data to inform the present decision. So you want to take a decision, right? You have past data, and you're able to, get insights from that data to be able to make your decision as of today. That is data um analytics. Contrary to that, data science involves using data to build models that can predict future outcomes. So for data analytics, you're talking about today, most likely. For data science, you're doing more of predictions. It doesn't mean that you cannot foretell with data analytics, but data science um, has more systematic approach to prediction and modeling. Okay, so for data analysts, data analysts, for instance, people who are data analysts prepare, they manage and analyze well-defined data sets to identify trends and create visual presentations, what we call data visualizations, to help organizations make better data-driven decisions. So um data analysts prepare the data, they get the data, they clean, they prepare, they manage, they analyze, okay? And at the end of the day, they create visual presentations. They are the people who build reports and dashboards, okay? That they use to tell a lot of data stories to be able to influence decision making. Okay. Meanwhile, data science is a much more broader field, like I said before. It encompasses everything in data analytics, right? And other areas such as computer science, statistics, and machine learning. I've mentioned this before. So it covers data analysis and more. So, which means that for you to be able to excel as a data scientist, it's always easier to start with data analysis. Okay. Because if you do not know data analysis and you start with data science, most times you could get confused with basic concepts, right? So, data science involves data analytics and a lot more, right? It could even involve data engineering sometimes, computer science, statistics, machine learning. All right. So what this means is that if you're somebody who doesn't have a flair for mathematics and statistics, you can always start your career as a data analyst. Okay, right? But if you're somebody who has a flair for coding, for um, statistics, for machine learning, for complex things, or maybe you're already a data analyst and you want to upskill, you want to get maybe promotion or specialize in a higher field, you can take data science or go for data science. Now, more differences between data science and data analytics. Data analysts typically need strong statistical and data manipulation skills, as well as proficiency in tools like Excel, SQL, or SQL, and statistical softwares. Okay. Meanwhile, data scientists require diverse skill sets, like I've said before, including programming. You need to know either of Python or R. Okay, you need to have machine learning expertise. You learn data engineering skills. You need to have domain knowledge of whatever industry that you'll be doing data science, building data science solutions for. I need to have the ability to work with big data technologies. So these are all the requirements for becoming a data scientist. All right. Now let's look at what opportunities are available for you. What are the opportunities that are available in the data landscape? First of all, I would like you to know that the data landscape is a growing one, right? By the end of 2023, the big data analytics market is anticipated to grow up to $103 billion. As of today, about 95% of businesses cite the need to manage unstructured data as a problem for their business. What this means is that lots of businesses today need people who can help them to manage their unstructured data. And this means that there are opportunities for people, for data analysts or data professionals to work with these businesses and earn their living. Okay, 97.2% of organizations are investing in big data and AI, and they are not going to stop. They are not going to, the number or the figure is not going to decrease, because The continuous change in date in our world today as a result of AI has come to stay. So businesses are investing in big data, they're investing in AI, and remember that data is the fuel for AI. So what this means that these organizations need data professionals to manage their big data and artificial intelligence investments. Okay, so it's also important to note that the demand for composite data analytics professionals will grow by 31% by 2030. So data landscape, the data field is an ever growing field. It's a field where professionals will only become more relevant, continue to be more relevant in the next 20, 30 years or even more. Data analysis is becoming a necessity for most businesses. So businesses are currently realizing that, hey, to stay competitive, they need to harness their data, right? Both their data and the competitive data that is available out there, okay, concerning their industry, right? Um, some businesses that were existing 10, 20 years ago are no more existing, not because the people who were running them do not want to continue running them, but because a lot of them, right, were pushed away by technology. A lot of them were pushed out of business by technology. They could not keep up with the changes, and so they started losing customers. Their operations became more boring. People started going for alternatives that are easier, that are more affordable, and all of that. So, this is what is happening right now. Businesses are becoming aware that they need data as a necessity. So it is projected that about 11.5 million jobs for data scientists will be generated by 2026. We are just few years away from 2026. You can prepare yourself and be among these 11.5 million people that would take on these global opportunities. Okay, so why should you start a data career? Why should you start a career in data? First of all, we look at the increasing global demand. Okay, you can remember some of the figures I mentioned earlier, that about 11.5 million data scientists to be needed as at 2026, right? And how businesses are realizing that they need data as a matter of necessity. Okay, so there is increasing global demand. uh Another reason why you need to start a data career is that it gives you an opportunity to work from anywhere in the world. So you could be in Ghana working for a company in Canada. You could be in Nigeria working for a company in Portugal, in USA, in UK, and anywhere in Europe, in Asia, wherever in the world. Okay, you have opportunity for career growth. Yes, it's a field where you continue to grow. You do not stop learning. Okay, you do not stop learning. New roles are emerging every day because of the advancement in technology. You keep learning, you keep upskilling, you keep becoming better, and the more you stay in the industry, the higher your chances of earning much more. You also have an opportunity to earn in foreign currencies in this data career. We also have the versatility aspect where your data careers are relevant for any industry at all. So if you have a data skill, you have this opportunity for versatility. What this means is that you can work for any industry. So data is relevant for the health sector, for academia, for government, for private organizations, for any kind of business, for real estate, just name it. Okay, data professionals are needed anywhere. So there are lots of opportunities across different industries that you can harness. So it is not a career path that you start and then you're stuck to one particular industry. Okay, So another factor why you should consider starting your data career is your potential to earn a high income. All right. So how much can you earn? How much can you earn as a data professional? So according to Glassdoor, the average data analyst salary in Nigeria as of today is about 390,000 naira per month. Okay? That is the average data analyst salary in Nigeria. Uh, while senior data analyst earns about $840,000 per month on 840,000 naira per month on the average. Globally, the median data analyst salary is about $71,000 per annum. That is about 6,000 $6,000 per month or more. Okay, on the average, that is um the global median salary for data analyst. And this means that if you're, let's say, in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, any of these countries, and then you're working for companies outside your country, this is the required average median salary that is acceptable. According to PayScale, the average entry level pay for data scientists is about $85,000, okay, per annum per year. Okay, so data scientists earn about 117,000 dollars per year on the average, according to Glassdoor. All right. So how can you start earning from this skill right away? Okay. How can you start earning from this skill right away? There are several ways you can earn from this skill right away. Several ways. One is by working as a freelancer. So, as a freelancer, you're able to offer your service on different platforms. There are um, a lot of freelancing platforms that data professionals can harness. Yes, we have Upwork, we have Fiverr. There are much more. There are many more um, freelancing platforms that are, you know, specifically for data analysts, like TopTal, like Remotely. There are a lot of them. Okay, in at Kedos Academy, we've been able to curate a list of over 50 freelancing sites that data professionals, both data analysts and data scientists, can harness. Okay, to work from their home and earn in dollars. So you can, if you do not want to go the freelancing route of working and earning in foreign currencies, you can decide to serve the businesses around you and earn in your home currency. Okay, by serving the businesses around you, you're able to walk into hospitals, to schools, to retail stores, to grocery stores, wherever you know, to any kind of business at all, right? Where you know that your data skill is relevant, you can walk up to them and offer them your data service at a particular fee, and then you begin to earn from the comfort of you could begin to earn, right, in your own home currency, because of course you're serving the businesses around you that will pay you in naira, in Ghana cedis, or in whatever currency that your your country operates on or operates with. In this second example, you may need to register your business, right, and work as a data consultant or a data service personnel. All right. You can also apply for data related jobs locally and internationally. Okay. If your goal is not to go the freelancing route, your goal is not to go the business service route, your goal may be to gain an employment, maybe with companies or businesses in your country or outside your country. So you may explore this option of applying for data related jobs locally and internationally. And of course, you know that locally, there is a price range for local hiring and international hiring. All right, so let's look at some data roles you can apply to after BTM. I'm going to tell you what BTM is all about, but let's look at some data roles you can apply with after the data analytics. After going through data analysis basics training, um, you can apply for data visualization specialist roles. You can apply as a business intelligence analyst. You can apply as a decision support analyst. You can apply as a market research analyst. You can apply as a data strategist. You can apply as a quantitative analyst. You can apply as a reporting analyst. You can apply as a data analyst. You can apply as a HR analyst, a healthcare analyst, a sports analyst. You can apply as Power BI developer, Tableau developer, SQL developer. There are lots of roles you can apply for. All these roles have the same thing in common: getting data, cleaning data, preparing data, modeling, visualization, right? Um, Being able to communicate inside, telling your data story. That is what all these roles entails, right? So they could data roles may not just come as data analyst. They could come in different with different descriptions, but they are all talking about the same thing. In fact, we also have monitoring and evaluation that is very popular. That has to do with data. A lot of these roles are data related. So, what are the steps you need to get started? First of all, if you're entirely new to the field of data, right? You don't have a previous experience, you don't have a data related degree, you did not study computer science, you did not study statistics or whatever, right? You can kickstart your data career with Kedros Academy today. Even if you don't have a previous degree, you do not have a previous experience in data or anything related to data, you can kickstart your data career with Kedos Academy today by joining the Data Analytics Basics to Mastery Bootcamp. Data Analytics, what we call the BTM Bootcamp, is our Basics to Mastery Bootcamp. At the Ketos Academy BTM Bootcamp, you learn data analysis, business intelligence, and data visualization using different platforms. Like you learn advanced Excel, you learn SQL, you learn Google Sheets, you learn Power BI, you learn with Tableau, you learn with Looker Studio. Remember, these are tools, right, for data processes and data operations. You learn to use each of these skills for data operations. Okay, and the duration of this training is just 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, you'll be immersed in learning the same data approach, data processes with different softwares. You will build um, you have the opportunity to learn directly with under a mentor or an instructor. You'll be able to have hands-on experience. You'll be able to build your own portfolio project, your own portfolio website, and all of that during this training. Now, what if you are not like the person A, or yeah, the first, maybe you do not fall into the first category of people who do not have pre-existing skill or experience in data, right? Probably you have some existing skills. Maybe you're already working as a data professional and then you want to enhance your existing data skills. Okay, you can join the next cohort of our data science bootcamp. So we have data analysis basics to mastery for people who are starting. We have the data science bootcamp for people who want to enhance or advance their existing data skills. Most likely people who may have gone through the basics to mastery bootcamp, or people who had not even gone through the basics to mastery bootcamp, but they are already working in data related roles and they need to upskill. They can join the data science bootcamp with Kedros Academy. They can learn data science. They will learn data science, machine learning, and AI using both the coding approach, which is Python programming for data science, and the low code, no code approach. Okay, we have the coding approach, we have the low code, no code approach. We are going to teach you the both if you fall into this category. We are going to teach you both the coding, the low code, no code approach. So even if you do not have, in fact, you don't need to have a pre-existing programming or coding skill to join the bootcamp. We'll take you from the basics. Okay, we'll take you from the basics. You will learn the coding aspect and the no code or low code approach to data science. The duration for this bootcamp is 8 weeks. Okay, is 8 weeks, minimum of 6 weeks, maximum of 8 weeks. But let's say 8 weeks. All right. So why do you need to learn from Kedos Academy? Why should you consider learning from Kedos Academy? Why should you consider learning from Kedos Academy? All right. One of the reasons why you should learn from Kedos Academy is that Kedos Academy has a very well streamlined curriculum. At Kedos Academy, we are not jack of all trades, master of none. At Kedos Academy, we have decided to focus on everything data, giving you the best learning experiences on everything data, starting from data analysis to data science, data engineering, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Everything that has to do with data is what we focus on. So you have a well streamlined and articulated curriculum. Also, at Kedros Academy, you experience what we call the instructor-led learning. So in this pattern of learning, you have direct access to mentors on a daily basis. Throughout the period of your training and beyond, you have access to instructors. So it's not a learning experience where it's not a learning experience where you're just given some records to just go and watch on your own. No. So every single day you have an instructor come up, teach you, train you, guide you every step of the way. Okay, you have your questions answered, you have your screen shared, you have somebody following up, you are held accountable. Okay, and you also have experienced and certified instructors taking you through the trainings. Okay, so we make sure that you have people who are well experienced to take you through the trainings. Also, it's important to know that Kedos Academy did not fall from the sky. We've already trained about 200 students in the past 1 year um, in data analysis. About 200 students has passed through Kedros Academy just in 1 year. Okay, so and the truth of the matter is that we have had 100% positive feedback from our students, no exaggeration. Okay, 100% positive feedback from our students. You could you know do your due diligence, reach out to our students that ask them questions, follow our hashtags Kedros Academy, Kedros Academy, hashtag BTM Bootcamp across LinkedIn, across Twitter, across different social media platforms, and you would have a feel of what experience our students have. Okay, so like I said, we've had 100% positive feedback. Every single person that has passed through our training has a very wonderful experience from our trainings. Okay, every single person that have passed through our boot camps, okay, have received um have received much more value than what they paid for. Okay, 100% positive feedback. If you we can share receipts with you, it's not exaggeration. Okay, so you also have a full-time community support. At Kedros Academy, you have full-time community support. So we are here to serve you. Okay, beyond your training, during and beyond your training, we have our alumni community where you keep learning. We also have our data campus, okay, in our general Kedros Academy data community where you keep learning new things on a weekly basis. So another important thing to note is that we are not location we are not limited by our location, neither are you. We believe that data is a global skill that anybody can work on with from any part of the world, the same way anybody can learn it from any part of the world. So over time, we've had our students joining from anywhere in the world. So you are not restricted. No matter where you are in the world, you can join Kedros Academy trainings, Kedros Academy boot camps. Okay, we've had students from the US, from Canada, from Australia, from different parts of from different parts of the world. Okay, joining our boot camp. So we you are not limited by your location. Okay, so you may hear from our previous students. There are lots of positive feedbacks, like I said before, positive feedbacks from our previous students. According to some of our students, right? Um, Joining the Kedros Academy boot camps or trainings has been their very best experience so far. Okay, it has been their very best experience so far. A lot of them started without initial any initial um idea of what to expect. Okay, so but we have lots of testimonials. For instance, listen to Aleke Joe. We said one word that he has is grateful. It's the best decision of 2023 for him. Absolutely. At first he was in doubt. Okay, for 30 days. That was when we're still having this program for 30 days. But by the fifth day, his eye had his eye cornea had started viewing data differently. So there are lots of positive experiences. I may not read out all the testimonials for you. If you need hundreds of these testimonials, I can send we can send them across to you. Okay, where we can send you to a link where you can read testimonials and testimonials and testimonials. There's a whole lot of testimonials out there from our students, right? One thing you would always see is that one thing that is very, very common across all the testimonials is that they have instructors that are patient, they're able to carry everyone in the class along, okay, so that everyone would understand despite their skill or experience level. Okay, you would also see another thing is that our students have been getting much more value from the training than what they paid for. You will see a lot of these testimonials. You will see our students recommending Kedros Academy over and over and over again, bringing their friends, their family, their colleagues to come and learn from Kedros Academy because of the positive experience that they have. Okay, lots of testimonials. We can go on and on and on with these testimonials. It's actually such a beautiful experience for our students from different cohorts. Okay, so this is where we'll be ending the webinar for today. Thank you so much for listening to this webinar. If you have any question, feel free to reach out to me via my social media handles. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free. You can join our Telegram community at t.me forward slash Kedros Academy. T.me forward slash Kedros Academy. There will answer your questions and make everything you get to learn much more about Kedros Academy and the programs that we offer. Thank you so much for staying with me.